Good day, brothers and sisters in Christ. Today, we gather to celebrate the life and ministry of a man who has dedicated his life to serving the Lord and others, Pastor Mitchell. Over the next few minutes, we will take you on a journey through his remarkable life, from his humble beginnings to his impactful ministry, and the legacy he continues to build. We'll also take a moment to honor his 56 years of marriage to his beloved wife, Rosetta, and wish her a happy birthday. So, let's begin this celebration of faith, love, and service.
Mitchell's story begins with humble beginnings. Born to a young single mother, Colleen, and raised by his grandmother, Mitchell faced challenges that could have easily defined his future. Yet, even in those early years, God had a plan for Mitchell. Despite the odds, Mitchell was not destined to become a statistic. God was preparing him for a life of purpose and service.
In 1968, Mitchell met the love of his life, Rosetta. Though they were not yet Christians, the Lord was already weaving their lives together. They married and began building a family, welcoming their first two children, Brian and Denise. Just 5 months into their marriage, Mitchell was drafted into the Army in 1969. Despite the challenges of military life, Mitchell's dedication to his family and his country never wavered. During this time, the Lord called Mitchell and Rosetta to faith, and their lives were forever changed.
After surrendering to God's call, Mitchell's ministry began in an unexpected place, the military. Stationed in Germany, he pastored Kitzingen Baptist Church, serving both his country and his Lord. Even without formal seminary training, God equipped Mitchell with wisdom and a deep understanding of His Word. His life became a testament to the truth that God can use anyone, no matter their background, for His glory.
After retiring from the military, Mitchell continued to serve the Lord with unwavering dedication. He became a senior pastor, interim pastor, and even served as a North American missionary alongside Rosetta. His heart for service led him to roles like Director of Missions and Executive Director of Embrace Wilmington. Mitchell's ministry has always been marked by a servant's heart, willing to take up the basin and towel, just as Jesus did.
Beyond his ministry, Mitchell's greatest legacy is his love for his family. For 56 years, he has been a devoted husband to Rosetta, whom he affectionately calls his Louvre muffin. As a father, Mitchell has always been there for his children, Brian, Denise, and Tia. He has shown them what it means to live a life dedicated to the Lord, and they have witnessed his unwavering faith and commitment.
Today, as we celebrate 75 years of Mitchell's life, we are reminded of the impact one faithful servant can have. Mitchell's journey is a testament to God's grace and faithfulness. He is a man of integrity, compassion, and humor, with a heart full of love. If anyone were to follow in Mitchell's footsteps, they would undoubtedly find themselves walking straight to Jesus. Throughout his life and ministry, Pastor Mitchell has touched countless lives. Today, we are honored to share a few testimonies from those who have been impacted by his faith, love, and service.
When Brother Roger asked me to say something to start this video, what can I say in 1 minute about my husband, Mitchell Sylvester Dowell? He's a man of integrity. The way that you see Mitchell, he's that way, whether in church or at home or in public, he's the real deal. He has a heart as big as gold. He has a servant's heart. He's been an amazing husband and father, a man of God, who loves His Word, who loves people, who cares about people's souls, and who's willing to do anything for the cause of Christ, no matter what the cost might be. And so I am beyond honored and humbled to call him my husband. I'm humbled and honored that Brother Roger and you all wanted to do this video. And so I'm just so thankful. I'm thankful to the Lord for my husband, that I've had these, knowing each other 57 years. I can't be more blessed. And so I'm just thankful that the Lord brought him into my life, even though we weren't believers. So yes, Mitchell's the real deal. The real deal.
My name is Galen Carlisle, and I'm one of an endless number of people who's been privileged to call Mitch Dowell their pastor, their brother, and their friend. I've loved that man for over a decade and a half, and there are very few people in my life who's made the kind of profound influence that he has. His godly character, his love for Christ and for Christ's people, his sacrificial nature, but yet his joyful, effervescent spirit are a rare combination of qualities. God tells us in Micah chapter 6, verse 8, what he values. He values an individual who will do justice, to love kindness, and to walk humbly with his God. And Mitch Dowell does all of that. I am so grateful that he's my pastor, he's my friend, and he's an individual whose friendship I will cherish for all of my days.
When I think about Mitch Dowell, there are several things that stick out in my mind. First, he's a pastor. We all know him as Pastor Mitch. He's a teacher in that he teaches the 9 o'clock Sunday Bible study. He's a counselor available for church members, and he's a prayer leader. But there's one thing beyond that sticks in my mind and stands out even more vividly than that, and that is his love for each member of the Spring Valley family. He genuinely cares for each one of us. He cares for our families. He cares for our children. He cares for our lives. If we need him, all we have to do is call, and he will be there, whether we're at home, ill, or we're in the hospital. He genuinely cares, and in that regard, he reminds me of one particular person in the Bible, and that is the Apostle Paul. The Apostle Paul genuinely cared about the members of the churches that he founded on his missionary journeys, and he communicated with them. He loved them. He was concerned about them. He wanted to lead them to Jesus Christ. And that's Pastor Mitch, leading people to Jesus Christ every day of his life.
My name is Stan Powell, and this is my testimony. Pastor Mitch has God-given talents to preach and teach, and we are blessed to have him in our congregation. Mitch is one of the best preachers that I ever heard. His messages are always meaningful. When he performs baptisms and the Lord's Supper, he reads from the Bible. Mitch is often at a hospital visiting and praying with church members. I was in the hospital for a month and several church members visited me. But Mitch visited me more than any others, except for my wife. You can realize why I call Mitch a good friend. He is a brother to us all. His wonderful wife, Rosetta, supports him in every situation.
Mitchell and Rosetta, happy 56th anniversary. Your love and partnership in ministry have been an inspiration to us all. And to Sister Rosetta, we wish you a very happy birthday.